And we're only 22 minutes in. Ugh. Oh, God. I hate that. Just freaking forgetting what I'm talking about. What was it? God damn it. Now I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna remember like an hour from now when the video's almost over. When the session's almost over. God damn it. Ugh. It's so fucking frustrating. I hate that shit. I hate when you're sitting there and you know, like, say you're talking to somebody and you get a thought in your head like, oh, I want to say this, or I want to talk about this, or I want to mention this, or whatever. And then they say something or, you know, something else comes up that kind of knocks you off track. And then you go back to try and figure out what you're going to say, and then you just can't remember it. It's just, nope, it's not there anymore. It's gone. That thought has left the station. Is my dog barking again? I'm technically up because my dog woke me up. I woke up at like 5:30, which is fine, because that's why I've been getting up. And, because I've been like falling asleep at like 7:30, but yesterday I fell asleep at like 9. So I fell asleep and I was like, oh man, normal sleep schedule, right? No, dogs woke me up at 5:30. So I could have probably slept till like, I probably could have slept till now and woke up at 7 and then gotten up and done this, but you know, whatever. It is what it is. I'm just happy to be up during the day. Because it fucking sucks waking up at like 5 or 6 o'clock in the afternoon and then it just being up during dark and then falling asleep when the sun's starting to rise. And all that happened because back when me and Brian recorded, I've already gone over this, I'm pretty sure. I'm not going to go over it again. Long story short, I did some stuff and it fucked up my sleep schedule so severely that until now, in January of 2018, from July of 2017 to not February, you jackass, it's January. It's almost February, it's January 26th. From July of 2017 to January of 2018, my sleep schedule was fucked up. It got more and more progressively fucked up as it went on, but then it kind of came back. And now it's fucked up in a good way, I guess, because now, like I said, I'm waking up at like 5 a.m. So if I do find a job where I have to be up at like 6 a.m. and work till like 4 or 5 in the afternoon, hey, I've already got the sleep schedule down. I heard something. I feel like somebody's tapping their foot, but
We got the cars, we got the locations.
Oh boy, I like that I've been paying. This is just like me and Brian playing fucking Digimon, Hacker's Memory, where we're just kind of, except I've actually playing the game in that, but the first hour or so of that game, because it's a JRPG, so they gotta do all that exposition nonsense, so you don't really get to have any fun for a while. Like the entire 2-hour session we maybe did like 2 battles in that entire session. So it's just us ranting and raving about whatever. I swear, I think one of my dogs is inside. I thought I let all 3 of them out, but I guess one of them's inside still, scratching its foot and tapping the floor. Because they do that. Wow, I almost like slammed like 3 taxi cabs right there. What? Why did you pause? I probably had to scratch my face or something. That's also the adventure. It's like seeing what dumb shit you did in the past. It's like, what? Why are you pausing the game? What's going on here? What I do know I talked about. I don't know what the end game for this is. Like, what's like the race you gotta complete? I think there is and I don't know if it shows up in. Because when you go and look at events for like a certain area or like a certain little icon on the map, it'll have like a list of events, but some of them are locked. And it'll tell you how to unlock them. I think anyway. It may not. It may. That guy fucking wrecked right at the end. Good for him. I think it does tell you how to unlock those specific events. But there is like a gold medal GP where it's like you gotta get gold medals in every race. And I think, I don't know if that's the end game though. It sounds pretty end-gamey, you know. But I intend on trying to get all the goals in every race. I think there's one where I got a silver because I picked like the shittiest car imaginable. Like it was so slow, or it felt like it was so much slower than everybody else, and I lost the race by like literally 28 seconds. It was fucked up. I think that's in the next session though. So spoilers. Not that it fucking matters. So that's the problem with knowing everything that's gonna happen after this. Because I know it's like I can accidentally talk about something I shouldn't. You gotta get the GP over here. I think, and what we're gonna, most of this is gonna be stuff in the U.S. region because I wanted to get everything. I want to get everything done there before going anywhere else. And I think I got everything done there. And then at the very end of this session, I go to Europe, and then a lot of next session is in Europe. And then I end next session by going to the Asia continent or whatever it's called. Shit, what is it called? I don't know. I get most of these in my first try, I think, though. Because they're not very. These get hard later on. I did the, like they actually genuinely get more difficult as you go on. Like I can't explain it. It's like, you know, and it's just trying to make sure that you get near every little vehicle that comes anywhere near the area. That box truck got fucked. So did that taxi. So did that van. So did that car. Everyone's getting fucked. Some more stuff popped in. And then there's that van again. The A-team ain't making it to their next little mission, I don't think. Ugh. I think I have a cold. That's not fun. But honestly, I'll take a cold and a sore throat over the shit that was happening to me like 3 weeks ago. I think it was. See, my throat's kind of getting drier as I talk. But what happened, like, I'm not a person that gets, like, throwing up sick very often. Like, I don't know what it is. I mean, my dad's the same way. But my mom, my sister, that's an entire different story. That happens to them. You know, but I very seldom in my life have gotten sick where I've just had to empty my stomach periodically. I mean, a couple times when I was a kid, but the thing is, when I got sick earlier this month, I can't remember the last time I threw up. I can't. The last time I do remember doing that, before this, was like 7th grade football practice. Because here's the thing about football practices, for those of you that have never participated in one, at yes, a junior high level, because it was so fucking important. And you'll get what I mean in a second. Straight into the tank. That's how you do it. Just blow everything up. I don't think I get to the buses. I may. I don't know. But what they would do is, so we were getting our ass kicked like every single fucking game. And I quit like halfway through the season. I quit like 3 games in the season because I was sick of this bullshit. This motherfucker, this coach, who I think is a principal at my old high school now, because that guy had like 30 miles to avoid that bus, and he did not do it. So, what he would have us do was, we got our ass kicked like 40 points to 0 or some shit. Keep in mind, 7th grade football. 7th grade football. Not exactly like high schoolers that know what the fuck's going on, or know, you know, exactly how to play. You know. 7th grade fucking football had us doing these things called up and downs, which you don't know what up and down is. Anyone that's played football probably does. I guarantee. Actually, you know, I guarantee they know what it is because they've had to do them at some point. It's where you jog in place, and then the coach will blow a whistle, and you have to drop to your stomach and then get right back up and jog in place. Now, I don't know if you've ever tried dropping to your stomach from a standing position and then getting right back up. it's a little bit of a
We are skyward bound.
I can't think of the word. It's a little rough on the stomach because you're essentially going down as quickly as possible and getting up as quickly as possible. So you're hitting your stomach and then getting up super fast. Also, check out that sweet fucking barrel roll. I think this one was terrible. I don't think I got it on this. I may have though. I don't know. But anyway, so you know you're doing that over and over again. You're hitting your stomach, and you know if you hit yourself in the stomach enough, it's gonna make you sick. I imagine. I feel like that's gonna make you wanna throw up or something. Like, and then on top of that, here's what they made us do if you didn't do the up and downs right. They made you roll. What is rolling? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. You lay on your side and you roll. Okay, so take into combine the fact that already, you know, I wasn't the only one that probably threw up after this practice, but I was probably the only one that fucking quit because I was sick of this shit. And like, so you do up and downs, and your stomach's already hurt, and then you roll. So now you're nauseous because you're dizzy. I could not move. I hobbled my way back to the gym, and I was like, you know what, coach? I think I'm gonna just I'm just gonna not play football anymore. I'm done. And then of course I went to class, and I had to go and throw up. And went to the bathroom, and I just sat there in relief because that is like one of the greatest feelings. Like when you're sick and good job, dumbass. I'm sure it doesn't go for every kind of sickness that causes you to, be nauseous and throw up and all that. But a few weeks ago when I was sick, and back then, I mean, I wasn't sick back then, so throwing up actually made me feel better completely. Like I was completely cool after that. I felt better 110% after that. Wasn't the case earlier this month where I would do it and then I'd feel better for about an hour, and then it would come right back. Until I did it about 2 or 3 more times, and then it was gone. Then it got out of my system, thankfully. That was the shittiest 5 days I've ever experienced in my adult life. So, essentially, I hadn't thrown up, or I can't remember having to throw up between the years of 2007 and early 2018. So about 10 fucking years in between those times. I just don't get sick like that. When I get sick, it's usually like what I'm talking about, what I'm doing now, where I have a sore throat or a cold or a headache or my body aches, stuff like that. I never get sick to where I have to like throw up. It's weird, and I'm grateful because that's terrible. Oh my god, that is a horrible feeling in your chest when you have to do that kind of stuff. And for clarification, I did quit 7th grade football, but I did come back and play 8th grade football. So there was another guy that quit. He's actually a cousin of that truck is going way too fast. That truck slowed up real fucking quick. Like Jesus Christ. I wasn't the only one that quit. There was another guy that quit. That was he's the cousin of a longtime friend of mine, and people were messing with him. They were like, yeah, man, you didn't come back. You didn't redeem yourself. I was like, and I was thinking to myself, like, what the fuck did I redeem? It's 8th grade. It's 7th and 8th. It's junior high football. It's not like I came back and did some great deed or anything, That's high school for you, or that's junior high and high school for you. But, people will give others shit for, like, the least little thing. My, shit, what was it? Oh yeah, and also the position I played in football was left tackle because let's see, I am like 6'1" at most, and I weigh these days I weigh like 205 pounds. Back then I was like probably, I doubt I was as tall as I am now. I might have been. I might have got my full height super early in life. But everyone acted like I was a goddamn giant. And I'm thinking, I'm not that tall, guys. Like, what the hell is your problem? Granted,
Can you stand the heat, Burner?
I was taller than most people back then, and I was bigger because I weighed like 230 pounds back then. I didn't lose weight. I actually got down to like 170 at one point. And what caused that was because my freshman year, I believe, I'm pretty sure it's my freshman year. My freshman year of high school, my dad got diagnosed with diabetes, so of course, diabetes is kind of a thing that runs in the family. My grandma on my dad's side had it, my grandfather on my mom's side had it, and my dad has it. So, long story short, I'm fucked. So what I started doing back then was I started, not eating as much, not eating as much junk. I mean, I still eat a good bit of junk nowadays, but I don't eat as much. And I only drink, diet. I usually just drink diet soda. I don't drink a whole lot of normal soda unless it's like the only thing around if I'm at somebody's house. And I drink tea. I make tea to drink. And that's, about it. And of course I drink water as well. So I started doing that back then. And I lost a whole lot of weight. And now I've gone from being like 185 when I graduated high school back up to 206 or so. It fluctuates. I mean, I'm not like, I don't feel fat. I'm not really that fat. I'm still kind of lanky these days. But I would like to get back down to 180. But it's hard to do that. I mean, it was easy to do that back in high school, and I went to community college because you were just walking around all the time. And I lost some weight when I went to what are you doing? Scratching your face again, aren't you? When I went to university, walking around a giant college campus, also, you'll lose fucking weight, I promise you. But I actually wanted to try and, go to a gym or something. But I don't want to go by myself. I wanted somebody to go with me. But no one has time. There's no one that has time. Maybe someday. I'd like to actually live a somewhat active lifestyle. What I really want to do is I want to get like a treadmill for my dad, because he lost a lot of weight when he first got diagnosed, because he started doing, he would walk up and down our road here, which live in the middle of fucking nowhere in the country, so he can do that. So he walked up and down the road, a couple miles every day, and he lost like 20 or so pounds. But then of course something like when you're diabetic, you have like feet. You can have your feet can swell up sometimes, because that's just part of it, and your feet can hurt. Well, him being in like his 40s and now 50s. He's like 52, I believe. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's kind of sad, but I know the range in his age. He's as old as Super Bowl. He was born in 1966. So he's as old as Super Bowl. So if you know how old the Super Bowl is, that's how old he is. Which is real handy for reminding me how old he is. So when you're diabetic, you have like these foot problems. So what would happen was he wouldn't be able to fucking walk, because his foot's hurting. So he wouldn't be able to go outside and do that, do his little couple miles. And that kind of snowballs. So he just kind of stopped. So something I would like, and maybe even like to have for myself, is like just a treadmill. Because you don't want, during the summer, you don't want to go outside and walk in 95-degree weather. That's fucking humidity so goddamn thick it can choke your ass. You don't want to walk in that. And of course you can't walk in the rain or anything like that either. So, it'd be good for him to have like a treadmill he could walk on, because then it'd be easier. He wouldn't have to deal with, the weather or anything like that, and he'd still be able to get his exercise. So that's kind of like what I guess I would use it. I guess. We have a little cycle in there too that I haven't used in a while. It's just hard to kind of keep on a. It's hard to keep on a consistent schedule of, just that guy just absolutely slammed in that pillar. It's hard to keep on a consistent schedule of, holy shit, that guy fucking ate. Well, he ate shit. It's hard to keep on a consistent schedule of exercising and all that shit. I really hate when I ramble about these meaningless things in my life. Like, you don't want I don't think anyone cares about my father being a diabetic. But you know what? I'm just sitting here talking. I talk more about the game, but it's hard to talk about a game when you're not actually playing the game. So I blame this on the AI in this game. I swear to God, man. Wow. I remember that. That guy went for a ride. It's hard to talk about a game when you're not actually playing it. Because like when I was playing the game, I had a lot more commentary directed towards the game than I did than I do right now, because I'm not actively playing. I'm watching it. I can hear the guy behind me. Yeah, I can hear him. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, I look right behind me and there he is. Jeez, look at these guys. These guys are such dicks. I mean, granted, I'll give it to EA. The AI will take each other out. They have no qualms with that. So they really go after your ass. See? Just like that. And then that guy rides on 2 wheels on the fucking wall. That should be a double takedown because he hit him when he was crashed. But this is the GP, so this is the first GP of the game, which they're fun. The thing I always hated about Grand Prix in every game, where you have to like race multiple fucking races, it's like it just gets tedious if you're in front. But luckily, Burnout is kind of the good thing about Burnout. It has rubber banding, so the AI usually will catch back up to you, so it'll always be kind of interesting. I mean, it's not always the case. Sometimes they won't catch up. I guess they get caught up on something and can't catch up to you. But overall, they'll usually just catch right up. I'm going to go ahead and check to see. Make sure the audio is recording. Audio recording? Yes, it is. I got really loud right there a couple minutes ago. Holy shit. Wow, yeah. I hope this isn't fucked up again. That'd really make me upset if it was fucked up again. I don't know why it would be though, because it wasn't the last session. It wasn't fucked up in any of the Dirt Daytona videos. I almost got that guy, and I was really upset that I didn't. Concrete kiss. Ugh. 44 minutes in. Ah, yeah, there we go. Last second pass for the win right there. Hell yeah. Ooh. I like that. I like to make that noise like I'm actually racing. I make that noise a lot if I'm playing and something like I almost win or I barely win or something like that, and I'm just like relieved, like, oh man, ooh. Also, with this channel, technically, I mean the banner says sports gaming on it, and it's literally got the Miami Dolphins logo. You'll notice the distinct lack of other things that aren't racing. Why did everyone turn into a wall there? You'll notice the distinct lack of any other kind of sports game that isn't racing. So, are there any, if there were any kind of sports games, you know, Madden, NBA 2K, MLB, anything like that, you know, comment below, I guess, if you want to. Or, you know, I don't know. If you're in any of the Discords I'm in, just, you know, at me and say, hey, play this sports game. And so help me God. If you're one of those people, and you know who you are, you're one of those people that tells them to play Doki Doki Literature Club. See, I tried to slow down right there and do wasn't having it. You're one of those people that that tells them to play fucking Doki Doki Literature Club. I will ban you from whatever server I'm a moderator in. Cause I know who you are.
I just checked in with my homeboy up at Race
You homeboy on the race radio. Why are there like 3 under round 2 billboards here? I know it's a great game. I would play that one on this channel, but me and Brian already have like a super old, like super fucking old, let's play of that. We never finished it, which is why I wouldn't do it on this channel. I would do it on this channel if we had finished it, but we never finished it. I don't know if we're ever gonna finish it, because he'd have to find like the footage and shit. So You know, maybe I'll do Underground 1. Yeah, Underground 1's not nearly as good as Underground 2, but it's still fun. I could do that, yeah. I like Underground 1. I used to suck at it as a kid. I have very vivid memories of getting mad at that game as a kid. Because I just didn't it's because I just wasn't very good at it. I mean, it's not a hard game to play. And I'm noticing that a lot about games I played as a kid. Like, this game isn't nearly as hard as I remember. It's like, because you were a kid and you were shit at video games. The only video game I can remember being good at as a kid is like Halo 1.
What's up, you guys?
And I mean, I've only gotten better at it too, because I can play on Legendary and I even break a sweat.
I just heard that the place to catch all of today's action,
Which I love. I love playing Halo 1 on Legendary. It's one of my favorite games. Good job there, dumbass. You really accomplished what you were going for, huh? I'm gonna sideswipe. I can feel myself in the past doing exactly what I was just doing. Shit-talking that guy for hitting that divider and then immediately hitting a divider myself. I can literally feel myself doing that in the past. Because I guarantee you that's exactly what happened. Because from when me and Brian we were sitting there going through Dark Souls 1, our Dark Souls 1 thing for Pop Culture Puppet Show, we were... Oh, so I'm probably eating the mic right now, so I'm probably peaking like a motherfucker. I'm going to lower some shit in editing. But it's like we would sit there, and something we noticed was we'd just be sitting there, and I would react, you know, as we were watching the recording, I would react the exact same way in the present, watching the recording, as I did in the recording. Like, literally, sometimes I would say the exact same shit. Like I would react to Brian in the exact same way. Like, if Brian says something I thought was dumb, I would think it was dumb, not only in the present, as we were watching the recording, but also in the recording itself.
We are the lazy generation, no more standing out in line. So good at wasting